We have, of course, questions from the listeners here, Jim, and one that surprisingly has been a popular topic sent to us via email and on Twitter multiple times since Friday on Smackdown. Did you see the latest, I guess now he's just Baron Corbin again, right? He's not King Corbin. The latest Baron Corbin promo. Of course, we reviewed a script from Smackdown last week where he was talking about how within a week of losing his crown he was about to have his house foreclosed, and his mortgage was late, and everything has gone wrong in that week.
Well, you asked me if I've seen the latest Baron Corbin promo, and the answer to that would be the same if you'd asked me, have you ever seen a Baron Corbin promo? No, I have not, and now he's not even the Possum King anymore. Who's the Grand Marshal of the Possum Day Parade without Baron Corbin? But no, I didn't see the promo. Should I have seen a Baron Corbin promo? You're telling me this?
You know, people were sending this in, and I thought they were sending it because it was so bad you had to see it. But then I started watching it. I was like, wow, this is really something. He's really committed to this. It just happens to be in the silly, stupid world of Vince McMahon's WWE on this stupid show. But I'd like to play you some of this. Feel free to jump in and...
Okay, wait, can we do this? Or This is fair use and a repertorial.
That's right. We're going to review this.
We're going to review this. All right. Well, if it's this good, then we'll have to hear it.
Okay. Well, let's go to some of this audio now. This is from Smackdown. I believe the interviewer's name is Kayla, confronting Baron Corbin sitting backstage. He's wearing a buttoned-up shirt, but it's open to mid-chest. He's grown out his hair on his sides. Of course, he's bald on top, so it's just... It looks like an old-fashioned bald guy. It's actually refreshing to see.
He doesn't look like Baron von Raschke anymore. He looks like that game you used to have when we were kids where you took the lead shavings with the magnet and put it in various points on the bald guy's
Oh, come
head.
on. That's awful.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
And by the way, when I said last time about Danny Burch, how I'd use him on my roster, but I didn't want too many bald guys, to anyone that was wondering, I mean too many guys with the shaved heads. I'll take all the bald guys you want as long as they're old-school bald. The classic bald man.
Classic bald.
Not the Steve Austin shaved head. I'm only allowing one of them on my roster. But anyway, here's Kayla Braxton with a dejected Baron Corbin. Jim, feel free to interrupt and stop this with anything you have to say, because you've been, surprisingly, this is the one feud and the one character you've kind of seen a lot over the last couple of years.
I mean, if I really need to explain it to you, I will. Look, when I was a king, my paycheck was like $20,000 a week. Every single week, that's what I got. And so you start getting these monster
Wait
paychecks.
a minute already. Hold on. He couldn't even tell the truth, because we know that even the mid-card guys now are overpaid there, but he's expecting us to believe he was making $1 million a year, and now he's been off his throne for 6 weeks, and he's in a bad way. All right, go ahead.
Again, he had the crown, but let's go back to Mr. Corbin here.
Now I can get $1 million house. Now I can get the truck I want. Now I get the car I want. Then you get the jewelry, and you start buying these things because this 20 grand is coming in every single week, and you're living large. And now at the end of the month, you have $60,000 in bills. You have taxes. You try to put a little bit in investments, and I bought into Bitcoin when it was $62,000 a share, and now it's at 30, and I borrowed some money to buy that. So
you got something to say?
Stop, wait. So now he's broke because he's an idiot and doesn't know how to handle his money, and for some reason he thought that this 20 grand a week supposedly was going to go on forever. Did he never look in a mirror? Are there no mirrors in his home? Has he never watched one of his matches back? He should have been more shocked he got 20 grand one week than he was getting 20 grand every week. $1 million house, cars, jewelry. I bet he didn't even use our code when he ordered his magic spoon. That we're supposed to feel sorry for Bitcoin? Are we supposed to feel sorry for this financial incompetent?
And he even had to borrow money to do that, but let's go back to
that was a good line.
The sad downward spiral of Baron Corbin.
All of a sudden, all these bills catch up, and then I lose the crown, right? With the crown came that money. Now, I can't even say with pride what my weekly check is. It doesn't cover the payment on one of my vehicles. Now they've taken 3 or 4. my wife is, disappointed is the word. It's embarrassing. I have to go home to this, and I just don't have the income coming in or the luck to even try to turn it around. So when you fall hard, it's fast.
Well, we have more, but I'll stop it there.
Are they doing this tongue in cheek? He's supposed to be a heel because he's obviously a clueless putz, and his wife is on. He hasn't, again, he hasn't been unemployed for 6 weeks or not been the. Also, are we expecting to believe that the contract he signed with the company, they were paying him more when he was the king, but now they're not paying him nearly that much, even though he's on the same contract, because everybody's smart? There's a lot of holes in his story, ain't there, Brian?
I have to say, though, all things being equal, he's doing a good job. You're not seeing this. He is just staring straight ahead like everything has gone wrong. He's doing a good job with this material. He's actually, considering they're giving him this material,
can't polish a
he's
turd.
doing good.
You can't polish a turd, nor can you pick one up by the clean end.
But it's his turd. I think that's the point. He's not picking up someone else's. He's picking up his own, so he doesn't.
He's taking that generic turd that was laid there by some unknown member of the writing staff, and he's taking care of it. And he's feeding it. He's watering it. He's giving it to Biddy.
No, go ahead, please.
He's giving it to Biddy. And then it's going to grow up to be the all-time record-breaking turd. It'll be at least 120 Courics.
Well, let's go back to this turd. There's some more left. Again, Kayla Braxton interviewing Baron Corbin backstage, a dejected Baron Corbin.
Well, once you hit rock bottom, the only way to go is up. So good luck. Okay. Good luck.
You say rock bottom, but like, it just seems like things keep getting worse. What is rock bottom? Who decides what's the bottom of all this? Seriously, you go, okay, today is Friday, and I woke up in Cleveland, and I'm going, how much worse can it get? And I go to breakfast, and I can't afford, a couple of eggs, and then,
Get you
I didn't have a can opener, so I just banged the can on the sidewalk until it opened, and then I had some, but I spilled it. Do you know how to get stains out of dress shirts? Because
I will actually personally help you do that. Baron, thanks for chatting with us. And
you're done. You're going to bring up all this painful stuff, and then you're just going to leave
back to the studio. So I'm going to toss it back to you guys.
I have to say that was great. I like that. I watched it. I thought it was great.
He's got to be a lot of fun at parties.
You know what? He must be. He's clearly acting here, and he's nailing it. You have to see this. He looks like the character he's talking like. What they do with it, they'll mess it up somehow. It'll get really bad. But this is actually really good, I think. I'm more interested in Smackdown lately than I have been in a long time, just based on certain things and how good Roman and Heyman are. And then you see how good Roman and Heyman are, and of course, Baron Corbin and his backstage.
Right, now wait a minute, you had me. I'm thinking Cena's back, Reigns, Heyman, and then Baron Corbin. Now maybe we can monitor SmackDown. We don't have to go through the whole thing. We'll just monitor to see what happens.